Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Happy 2019. I'm telling you guys, I have recorded this video 3 times and every time it's been something. First my daughter screamed up the stairs, then my husband came home for work, and then the dog was barking continuously. I'm telling you, the devil is busy. He does not want the content of this video to be released, but he's a liar. So, you guys, I want to share with you all a collaboration I've joined for 2019. It's hosted by Amalia, who is Cool Cakes and Crafts with Amalia here on YT. She has a list of exciting participants who have joined into the collaboration in hopes that we can gain your support in trudging through our individual crafty goals, and that we can be an inspiration to you as you chart your course for 2019. Different people, we're going to be uploading monthly, sharing with you all our progress, and perhaps holding each other accountable and being supportive to what we like to accomplish as it relates to our goals. So I think the best way for me to tell you guys what my goals are is to first say that prior to this year, I never had a crafty goal. I just crafted, hey, I aimlessly crafted. I aimlessly purchased. I did what I wanted to do. This year I want to incorporate a time to craft so that I can focus on some things as it relates to some things I want to do personally. Like we have some new developments in our neighborhood that I want to go check out. I haven't been to any of those. I want to take time out to get manicures because I don't. I just want to do some things personal for me that I usually don't do because I spend so much time in the craft room. So let me share with you all some things that I did in 2018. Excuse my reach. I have some tea here. Sorry about that. I have a thyroid disorder, so my throat stays dry, and so I always have something to drink nearby. So bear with me here. So some of the highlights of my 2018 year was a cruise and crop. I did a cruise. It was phenomenal. It was for my birthday. My husband and family got together and provided me with the cruise, and it was phenomenal. I participated in Simon Says Create 2018. That was phenomenal. It was in Columbus, Ohio. I did some swaps, group swaps, and I did some one-on-one swaps. I did a few crops. I hosted a crafty meetup with my family and my friends, in which I made some recipe kits, and we all sat down and I told them that they had to bring a recipe, and we're going to share our recipes with each other in a meaningful way. So I collected the recipes, and I am going to assemble those recipes, and as a Christmas gift to everybody who participated, they're going to get a cookbook. And the cookbook is going to circulate, I hope, in their families as well as in my family, so that we can add to our list of recipes. In our family, recipes are handed down by you being in the kitchen, and kids these days are just not in the kitchen, especially the millennials and things of that nature. It's fly by night, it's instant gratification. They're not cooking. So let me get back on track here. I participated in a couple courses offered by Kitten Clouder, and the link to their channel will be in the description box below, along with their website, where you can register for classes like Light Sources, Marker 101, Character Coloring. They offer various classes, and most of them are under $20, and you can, do them at your own pace, and they're aimed at you being able to utilize your mediums in the way in which they were intended to be used. So it charts, you know, just the Copic coloring, the blending system, what the numbers mean, the saturation of the markers, the flicking techniques, things of that nature. As it relates to the Copics, it talks about the light sources and how to properly shade based on the panel in which the light hits. I mean, they're very good classes, and I encourage you, if that's something you want to do, to participate in your own personal development and growth as it relates to your crafting supplies. I encourage you to participate in some of those courses. Like I said, some of them are free, and I think see, that's my husband. Okay, sweetie. So, sorry guys, I'm telling you, not today. This video is going to be recorded. I don't care how many disruptions I have. This is getting out there. So anyway, I did a Stamplistic. It's a local scrapbook store in Amherst, Ohio, and they had a phenomenal Graphic 45 shadowboxing album course in which I participated in. It was costly, but it was well worth every single penny. And I did 2 crafty meetups, one in Virginia and one in Baltimore. Most of you guys know that I split my time between Ohio and Virginia, or Baltimore, or DC. Those are the 3 areas that I'm in if I'm not in Ohio for work. So this next portion of my video is going to maybe be an eye-opener for some people. It may not be taken well for other people, and it may be offensive to some other people, but this is my channel, and in order for me to achieve my crafty goals, I need to be transparent, I need to be honest, and I need to be able to be held accountable for my upcoming goals. And so in order to do that, I need to share with you all what I've done in the past and what I want to do differently. So this is my financials for crafting only for 2018. So how much did I spend? What did I spend it on? How do I keep track of it? Why is there a need for me to keep track of it? And where do I keep track of it? So this year, last year, crafty-wise, I spent close to $12,000 on crafts. And to break that down, I participated in the cruise, which was a little over $2,500. The crops that I participated in was close to $200. The Simon Says Create tickets were $700. I was subscribed to 5 card kits, which was ridiculous, and this is a modification that I made going forward. And I spent a little over $2,300 for card kits. And I participated in some additional classes, and then I did some racks. So what did I track? I track everything craft related down to the penny. So if I spent postage, if I did gift source swaps, if I purchased supplies, ink for my printer, gas for my vehicle, if I stayed in a hotel room, if I purchased furniture for my craft room, if I made a donation, I tracked everything. How do I keep track? I use one credit card for any crafty purchases that I make. The bank that I the bank that I utilize has an app, and the app helps set up a spending portfolio for you that allows you to track your money, and it offers perks and rewards for your usage. So if I make a crafty purchase in the store, if I make a cash purchase, I scan it into my app, and that app transfers it into a pie chart in which I can see my spending, and it also has a spreadsheet in which I can tabulate by month what I spend, what I don't. Most of you all know that I am in global finance, so I track billions of dollars down to the penny, and I'm no different at work. I'm sorry, I'm no different at home than I am at work. I want to know where my money is going. So this is what I did in 2018. Look at that. I don't want to do that this year because I bought a lot of stuff that I'm not going to use. And I think a lot of it was being enabled by just watching YouTube videos and getting some good deals out there, and you know, just, I don't know. It's really I mean, you know, I don't want to do that. Like, you can, most of the gifting that I give is for non-crafty people. So they're not looking at a stitch circle or a stitch oval. And believe me when I tell you, I have probably about 40 or 50 different type of stitching circle sets. Ridiculousness. And I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm just saying that in my world, it's unnecessary. And so I need to make some revisions to that. And I'm going to. Like I said, a lot of times I see people who do hauls, and then shortly after the haul, then they do a de-stash. And for me, I don't like to do that. I need to make more meaningful purchases. And when I mean meaningful purchases, I want to purchase something that I plan on using within a 6 months period time span. If not, then I want to get rid of it, or I don't want to purchase it at all. And so I don't usually do these stashes. I did this past year just to offer some people a chance to get a couple items at a relatively fair discount price. I asked you to give me a price, and if you told me $8 for 10 paper pads, I sold it for $8. I just didn't care. I wanted to like say, you can have it. But I wanted to feel like, you know, people will utilize things if you put a cost to it. I wanted to just not give it away, but offer you a chance to make the purchase so that you will use it because you paid for it. So, like I said, I don't do de-stashes particularly, but I do donate. And why do I donate? I donate because it's tax deductible. It allows me to get rid of the old and usher in new, and it passes blessings along to those who are less fortunate. So where can you donate? For me, I usually typically donate to nonprofits, which are people who are under the classification of 501c3, which means that everything that they bring in, they recirculate to the community. So these are places like the library, the Boys and Girls Club, various art centers, community art centers, different churches, hospice, Goodwill, Habitat for Humanity, battered women's shelters. If you are going to donate to a battered women's shelter, you may want to contact your local police station for details. That should be a S as to locations, because they are oftentimes non-disclosed. So you can maybe bring the items to the police shelter, and they will make sure to get them to the battered women's shelter. And to drug and alcohol treatment centers as well, because these people are in transitory times of their lives and they're making changes and modifications, and a lot of times they like to chart those changes or, you know, courses. There are a plethora of places that you can donate to, and so I'm just giving you a list of the places I typically donate to, in hopes that maybe if you are going to be getting rid of some stuff, maybe you will consider passing a couple of those things along to some of these places. Okay, that having been said, I'm going to delve into my crafty goals for 2019. I know it took a long time for me to get at this, but really I put a lot of thought into this because it's something that I want to do for myself. And if you know me, if I say I'm going to do something, I'm pretty much going to adhere to what I'm going to do. So my main crafty goal for 2019 was to join a collaboration. I was researching a couple, and I was looking forward to some being shown on YouTube, and I asked around to a couple people who were participating in collaboration so I can get some feedback on the host or hostess. You know, people join collaborations because they want support. If you're a host and you don't check in on the people that are in your collaboration, I don't want to be there. I'm sorry. I just don't want to do it. If you don't come to their videos, give them a high five, give them a thumbs up, I don't want to be there. So that's not, I'm not that type of person. A collaboration means we're in this together. It doesn't mean that your channel is booming and everybody is being directed to you. And you know what? Let me just say this. I'm not doing this for my channel because I'm not a YouTuber. That is not my goal. It's never been my goal. And it won't be my goal going forward. I just don't do it. I don't like to do YouTube videos. This is one of the things that I love, which brings me to the perfect segue for goal number 2 is I do want to upload YouTube videos. I want to do 3 a month. I want to do a summary of the past month, and which charts my progression in this collaboration. I want to at least do a tutorial, and I want to do a project share. And the reason why I want to do those things is because I feel like I draw a lot of inspiration from other people's videos. They take the time to record their videos, to edit them, and I want to do the same thing. I don't have the time for it. And so I want to make the time for it. It's, you know, I'm capable of it. I'm tech savvy. I mean, I just really have to do it. So another thing I want to do is to update my Silhouette software or firmware. This is a biggie for me. About a year or 2 ago, they had a migration from a normal platform into a cloud system, and it screwed my Silhouette Cameo up big time. And because of that, I fear updating my firmware, my software to the newest version, because I lost a lot of things trying to migrate to the cloud. So it's one of my biggest fears. I have a lot of projects on there that I have created myself that I cannot duplicate. And so one thing I did to champion that was to create files outside of their software as a saving mechanism. So that's one of the things that I want to do. So 4 is I want to use my electronic cutters for at least 6 off-the-page projects. And so this can be a 3D project. It could be a vinyl project. It could be etching. It could be using my PixMat. It could be using the heat transfer vinyl for a bag, a shirt, etc. We spend a lot of money on these machines. And I'm going to be honest, I don't use them. I know. I got to get better. I just don't use them. I want to take the easy route out all the time. I want to put something on a piece of paper real quick, put a couple embellishments on it, and call it a done deal. But that's really not what I signed up for when I started crafting. I really want to push the pen and push myself to be a better crafter, to just take a lot of pride in what I do. And, you know, I spend a lot of time on the mini albums that I create, a lot of time on those, and really documenting those rites of passage for those people within those cultures. And so, and just weddings and different types of other ceremonious events. And I want to make sure that I do that when I'm crafting for myself as well, and for you guys. I do apologize for the length of this video, but this is kind of one that's kind of content heavy, so it's going to be a little bit longer than my typical videos is. And so last but not least, nope, that's not last. So I want to attend at least 4 classes or courses aimed at utilizing my various art mediums. So if that's my Copics, if that's my Prismacolors, if that's my watercolors, I want to get better at utilizing my supplies. They're an investment, and they're a waste of money if I'm not utilizing them like I should be. And so the next thing I want to do is to join in and participate and support initiatives that other collaborators within this collaboration are hosting. and bringing forth to their channels. So some of those things are, I know, I made notes. So I know that Yoli Bean, who is Yolanda here on YT, she has 210 questions to ask yourself, and she's going to be journaling those. So I want to participate in that. I know Roxy Fur on her channel is reverting back to a concept that she has given credit to Yoli for starting in terms of using the memory deck system that Heidi Swap came out with or publicized. And I know that Roxy Fur, I know that Cool Cakes with Amalia is doing a 6x6 killer pad. And so I want to do those things. I want to be able to participate the people in this collaboration, as well as to use my supplies up. That's my primary goal. And then, like I said, I want to make more meaningful purchases. Now, a goal should be quantifiable, and I'm not sure how to quantify making a meaningful purchase, because a meaningful purchase for me may be purchasing a $100 die, which may not be that I'm saving any money, which I don't think that's my goal. My goal is to just be able to utilize the stuff that I have meaningfully. You know, I don't want to make aimless purchases like I did this year. So with that having been said, I have spent 22 minutes with you guys. I appreciate you sitting in, spending your time with me. I look forward to any comments that you have. If it's positive or negative, I don't care. Leave them in the description box below. It's only going to help me grow. That's one thing that I have championed myself on, is growth in spite of opposition. So it's helping me to get to where I am in my professional development too. Opposition has. So again, the list to the participants in this collaboration will be in the description box below. I look forward to bringing my crafty ideas with you guys, hopefully providing some inspiration for you all. And I appreciate your time that you spend watching this video and my other videos. If you are not a subscriber and you like the content of this channel, then please do subscribe. And if this is your first time here, I appreciate you. Happy 2019, guys. Be blessed. Bye for now.